KHJ Los Angeles.
Good morning, it's 6 o'clock. This is Charlie Tuna, who in real life is the good fairy. All night long, I raced through the city putting dimes into pillows, and all I got to show for it is some little kids' teeth. On the Charlie Tuna Show. The morning weather from KHJ. We've got everything from soup to nuts on the freeway. A little bit of pea soup and the usual nuts driving. But there later.
How in the world do you think
the Staple Singers. Music is right up my Tin Pan alley. Respect yourself. Raise a little money and a little boop at the same time. 6:08 with Charlie Tuna this morning. Well, who's in the presidential running this morning? How many Democrats we have now? A couple of dozen, I guess, at this point. Looks like Nixon and Agnew are going to be on the Republican ticket. Somebody has just come out with a book, too, about the political speeches of 1972. They've called it Future Crock.
You get it better at the Warehouse. Get the Electric Warrior LP by T-Rex. Mention you heard this commercial and you'll get it for the double discount price of just $3.29. Where at the Warehouse. Bang a Gong is only one of the power pack cuts on Electric Warrior. Don't miss it. T-Rex is blazing rock and roll, and Electric Warrior from Reprise Records is virtually a ball of fire. Now, double discount priced only $3.29. Where at the Warehouse. 22 fantastic warehouse stores throughout California, including Westwood at 1095 Roxton, Woodland Hills at 20929 Ventura Boulevard near DeSoto, Torrance at Hawthorne and Sepulveda, and Anaheim at South Brookhurst and Ball. You must mention you heard this announcement to get Electric Warrior by T-Rex at the double discount price of just $3.29. Don't pass up the fabulous T-Rex. Get it now. Where at the Warehouse, where you get more records and tapes at lower prices than anywhere else.
93 KHJ.
6:09. Let's punch the boss instead of the time clock this morning.
Sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to run my life. He don't know what he's asking. When he tells me I better get in line, I can't hear what he's saying. When I grow up, I'm gonna make it mine. These ain't dues I've been paying. Well, how much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I'll try it. And he can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine, sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to run my life. You don't know what he's asking. Working starts to make me wonder where the fruits of what I do are going. And he says in love and war all is fair, but he's got cards he ain't showing. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I'll try it. And he can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine, sunshine, come on back another day. I promise you I'll be singing. This old world, she's gonna turn around. Brand new bells will be ringing.
6:12 at KHJ. It's Charlie and your AM tuner with the English congregation, softly whispering. That's the English Congregation. It's top 5 hit in England right now, and it's doing rather well over here. Softly Whispering, I Love You. 6:15 at KHJ. Good morning, this is Charlie Tuna. I gotta get some groceries on the way home today. You see what they're charging for steaks nowadays? Have you seen the prices of meat? I mean, in our neighborhood now, the kids don't play cops and robbers anymore. They play cops and butchers. This week, Pacific Stereo is offering a music system that might very well be the best sounding you'll ever hear. This extraordinary $1,200 system features Sherwood's very best 275-watt FM stereo receiver, Gerard's newest and best record changer, the 0100, and a pair of the amazing Bose 901 direct reflecting speaker systems. The price of $1199.95 for this truly excellent system saves you $105.55 off Pacific Stereo's normal discount that includes a 5-year warranty. Pacific's having a one-week sale of pre-recorded cassettes, stereo 8 and reel-to-reel tapes. All 698 tapes for $474, all 798 for $564, and all 898 tapes for $649. Ever get steel on automation, they can have the reel-to-reel Don Steele. Check the Sunday papers for other values like $29 David Clark stereo phones for $17.95. Trains are welcome at Pacific Stereo, North Hollywood, Santa Monica, La Habra, Torrance, and Costa Mesa. They're open till 9 on weekdays, till 5 on Saturday and Sunday.
With all the concern over nutrition lately, concern over the way Americans eat, have you ever stopped to think what you might be doing to your own nutrition? Government reports have shown that many of us have diets deficient in some important vitamins. An understandable fact when you realize that half of all the foods we Americans eat are flour, fats, or sugar. We're eating more and more snack-type foods that are high in calories and low in vitamins. And with more eating away from home, well, it's almost impossible to know what vitamins you're getting. That's why One-A-Day brand multiple vitamins are so important. They're the easy, economical way to be sure that every day the whole family's getting important vitamins they may need. And One-A-Day vitamins are made to the highest quality standards. There just isn't anything better on the market. So insist on One-A-Day, every day. The most trusted, most taken vitamins in the world. Because nobody can do more about your own nutrition than you.
Point of Terror and Blood Mania, Super Shock-A-Rama Show, now showing in theaters and drive-ins throughout the Los Angeles area. See the Super Shock Show of the Century, Super Shock Show of the Century, Super Shock Show of the Century. Just want to say, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rated R from Crown International Pictures. Coastal fog and low clouds this morning. It is really soupy on the Ventura and the Hollywood inbound freeways this morning. Failsafe, you probably ran into that coming in from the valley. Just you can't see at least all the other cars around you, so it's a little less frightening driving in. Mostly fair, though, eventually, after the fog burns off about mid-morning. High should range about 70. Downtown this morning, it's 48 here in Hollywood. It's 46 degrees.
93 KHJ.
Well, I never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. See, the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles. Well, I hit it for Las Vegas, only made it out to Needles. Can you feel it? Must be real, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Well, I never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Oh, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. In Oklahoma, not Arizona. What does it matter?
Morning at 6:21. Charlie Tuna from KHJ here in Hollywood. Just a short hop from the hacking coughs of all the old men shuffling out of the all-night movies on Santa Monica Boulevard. An aroused citizenry is awake now. This is Johann Sebastian's Bach composition. Took him about 300 years, but he got it on the charts eventually. I love this thing. It's entitled Joy! Horns. I'm a freak for horns. About the only way I can phrase it on the air. I love it. It's Apollo 100. Enjoy. But Charlie Tuna, 624 at KC. I'm fiddling around with this. Johnny Williams works with all the lights out in here on the all-night show, except for this bright neon lamp that he has lit over here. This thing is so bright, I've understood Liberace has bid for it. He wants to make a suit out of it.
You get it better at the Warehouse. Get the Morning After LP by the Jay Giles Band, including It Ain't What You Do, It's How You Do It, and Looking for a Love. Mention you heard this commercial, and you'll get The Morning After by the Jay Giles Band on Atlantic Records for the double discount price of just $3.29. Where at the Warehouse. 22 fantastic warehouse stores throughout California, including stores in Belmont Shores, Long Beach, 5286 East 2nd Street, in Panorama City, 8162 Van Nuys Boulevard, and in Santa Monica, 318 Santa Monica Boulevard, 1 block from the mall. Why not pick up The Morning After tomorrow morning? You must mention this announcement to get the Jay Giles Band for the double discount price of only $3.29. Where? At the Warehouse. Whenever you want records and tapes, there's a warehouse wherever you are.
93 KHJ.
625 is Melody and the number one hit.
Anacaona, India de raza cautiva. Anacaona, es la religión primitiva.
Anacaona, India de raza cautiva. Anacaona, de la región primitiva. Anacaona, oí tu voz, como lloró, cuánto gimió. Anacaona, oí la voz de tu angustiado corazón. Tu libertad nunca llegó.
India de raza cautiva.
Anacaona,
Anacaona, es la religión primitiva.
Anacaona, India de raza cautiva. Anacaona, de
It's 6:27 at KHJ on the Charlie Tuna Show. I normally don't make dedications on the air in the morning because it gets a little messy. But I just want to send this next song out to a gal I adore on television, Stephanie Edwards, who is on Ralph Story's AM on Channel 7 every morning. This is just a way of saying thank you, Steph, for the nice words you had about me yesterday. The Moody Blues and the Story in Your Eyes.
I've been thinking about our fortune, and I've decided that we're really not to blame. For the love that's deep inside us now is still the same. And the sound we make together is the music to the story in your eyes. It's been shining down upon me now. Realize. Listen to the tide slowly turning. Wash all our heartaches away. With heart on fire, let it burning. And from the ashes we can build another day. Let the life that we are living is in vain. And the sunshine we've been waiting for is to rain. Listen to the tide slowly turning. Wash all our heartaches away. With heart on fire, let it burning. And from the ashes we can build another day. And the life that we are living is in vain. And the sunshine we've been waiting for will turn to rain. When the fine night is over, and it's certain that the curtain's gotta fall, I can hide beside his sweet, sweet love forevermore.
KHJ Los Angeles.
6:30 with Charlie Tuna, your little brother. Give me a quarter and I'll go to the movies. Here's Rare Earth. Stay tuned at 6:33 at KHJ with a free copy of the Bangladesh concert album for the fifth caller from the Foggy Valley or West LA at 7878-200. Call now.
You don't need loving. You don't need no bedtime. You don't need no horoscope or a microscope to see the mess that you're in. You open up your heart. You know what I mean? With people who disallow, it's a way for you to get clean. By chanting the names of the Lord and you'll be free. The Lord is waiting on you all to wake and see. Chanting the names of the Lord and you'll be free. The Lord is waiting on you all to wake and see. You don't need no passport, and you don't need no visa. You don't need to designate or to emigrate before you come to Jesus. You open up your heart, you see He's right there. He always wants a real big, relieve you of your guilt. By chanting the names of the Lord and you'll be free. The Lord is waiting on you all to wake and see. Chanting the names of the Lord and you'll be free. The Lord is waiting on you all to wake and see. You don't need no. You don't need no. You don't need no roasted beef or the books to read to see that you are falling. If you open up your heart, you see what I mean. We've been kept down so long, no sinking or green. Oh, while the Pope owns 51% of General Motors, and the stock exchange is the only thing that's calling by Dakota. But the Lord is waiting on you all to wake and see. By chanting the names of the Lord and you'll be free.
George Harrison. This is one of the many cuts on the Bangladesh concert album. And I am dashing off a copy of that Bangla concert album to Greg Colden of Encino. Congratulations. You got the free copy of that $10 album. It is. Your chance to win is coming up this morning, so stay tuned on that. 6:36 with Charlie. I just got an item from J. Paul Huddleston. I cannot believe, but it's on the level. It came down the newswire a minute ago. Experts of the California Farm Bureau Federation have a new project underway affecting egg production. They are trying to breed long-legged chickens out of existence. You see, when a tall chicken stands up to lay an egg, the egg might crack when it hits the floor at the end of its fall. And the Farm Bureau experts say a short, fat chicken would solve the problem. I don't see how that's going to solve the problem. You get a short, fat chicken and the roosters won't be interested anymore.
In San Francisco, Phoenix, San Diego, Portland, drag racing fans are making plans for a trip to Los Angeles. Race cars from Texas, Ohio, Alabama, Georgia, and all points east are pulling into L.A. This coming weekend, the National Hot Rod Association officially opens the 1972 National Championship season at Lions Drag Strip. The NHRA Grand Premiere will be Lions' most important event ever. For the first time, official NHRA national records can be set on the fastest track in the world. More than a few racers will gamble $10,000 engines to garner the fame a national record brings. Prudhomme, Snow, Wiebe, Nicholson, Leal, McEwen, Levitt, everything and everybody the sport has to offer. The Grand Premiere will be strictly a daytime affair. Qualifying and national records Saturday 8 to 5 and all elimination Sunday. Gates open at 8 a.m., racing at noon. A free reserved seat can be yours by purchasing a pit-side ticket at Wallach stores, Ticketron, Liberty, and Mutual agencies.
To those of you who didn't buy our first Vega last year, an announcement. You really haven't missed anything because the second Vega is here. Vega's a car with precise handling. It has big 10-inch front disc brakes and comfortable front bucket seats. All you'll be missing in the 72 Vega is the fun you would have had driving your 71. Vega, the little car that does everything well, again. Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA.
93 KHJ.
Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps
A young undercover police officer disguised as a woman and who walked the streets of Van Nuys as a decoy has captured a man suspected of a series of rapes throughout the San Fernando Valley. This is J. Paul Huddleston, KHJ News.
I'm 5'8", which is that's the minimum height, for policemen. And so they picked too small as policemen they could find. To pass as women, it's pretty hard. Even at 5'8", it's pretty good size for a woman.
Officer Gregory Dust wore bell-bottom capri pants and a red-haired wig, and when approached by the rape suspect, off came the disguise, and Johnny Totosian, a Northridge rubbish truck driver, was arrested. The former mental patient who has served time for child molestation is suspected of at least 19 rapes in the valley and is also being questioned in the sex slaying of a Van Nuys woman on Christmas Eve. KHJ News Time, 6:41.
Are things at your house a little empty these days, like the pants pockets, the money clip, and even the refrigerator? Well, if your pockets are empty from celebrating the holidays and even the leftovers from the feasting are gone, head for Colonel Sanders. His Kentucky Fried Chicken kitchens are having an after the holidays when everybody's broke 99-cent sale. And that means you can get his regular dinner box for just 99 cents. 3 pieces of tender, juicy, golden brown Kentucky Fried Chicken with coleslaw, mashed potatoes, gravy, and a fresh dinner roll. And you can buy as many as 8 boxes at the special 99-cent price. Oh, the Colonel can sure help cure the emptiness in your pockets while he's curing the emptiness in you.
The Colonel's 99-cent sale ends tomorrow night at all participating Kentucky Fried Chicken kitchens. Long Beach lawmen are seeking a man in connection with the brutal stabbing murder of his estranged wife. Authorities told KHJ News that Deborah Liba, mother of 3 small children who lived with her parents on West 4th Street, was found sprawled in the hallway of the home last night when her parents returned from church. She had been stabbed more than 30 times, several knives, and a meat cleaver used. Her wedding picture resting on her chest. An all-points bulletin is out for her ex-husband, Raymond Liba. An early morning fire has caused nearly $10,000 damage to a Sunset Strip building. County firemen say the fire started when a leaking water heater gas line ignited in the basement of the building in the 8000 block. The blaze destroying the flooring and part of the structure's foundation. Police have broken up what they describe as a large-scale auto theft ring operating in South Los Angeles. Authorities are looking for 4, as many as 6 suspects, who are all described as wrecking yard operators. Officers say a break in the ring came during a raid on a large building on South Figueroa Street, where they found 10 automobiles in various stages of being dismantled and cut up. In addition to the 10 late-model automobiles, police said there is evidence that 5 other cars had been given similar treatment. The ring is believed to have been operating for almost a year. A one-time business associate of Howard Hughes, Noah Dietrich, is out with a charge today that Hughes defamed him during last week's telephonic news conference from Bermuda. Dietrich objects to comments Hughes made, saying Dietrich had the same motives and same objectives as Robert Mayhew, who was ousted last year as head of the Hughes Nevada Hotel and Land Empire. Dietrich, who once served as chief executive of Hughes Tool Company, is demanding a public apology. And unless it comes within the next few days, he says he will file a slander suit against Hughes. Asked if the voice on the telephone from Bermuda was really that of Howard Hughes, he said,
Absolutely. You see, in my 32 years, a rapid calculation, and I'm a CPA, I can do those things rapidly. In my 32 years, you take the number of weeks involved and an average of at least 3 telephone conversations a week. You got over 5,000 telephone conversations. So I know what his voice sounds like over the telephone. Then we had many meetings face to face. You see, they couldn't, in my opinion, adopt the halting manner.
And Dietrich said that if he didn't believe it to be the voice of Hughes, he would not have issued his call for an apology and threatened suit unless he got one. Another threat to go to court is out from the Aerospace Workers Union. They're protesting the pay board's decision that they cannot receive their higher-than-guideline negotiated contract pay raises. Jim Quillian, district president of the union, told KHJ News,
In fact, the pay board, by decree, has made the entire aerospace industry workforce second-class workers and second-class citizens. We plan to proceed to court and to use whatever lawful means that are available to us to get the full negotiated contract that we agreed to with the companies and that was ratified by our membership.
Jim Quillian, the district president of the Aerospace Workers Union. KHJ News Time, 6:45.
Hello, this is Ed Prentice. Say, if Uncle Sam's recent price policies have you confused about new car values, don't worry about it. Everybody's confused. But in my opinion, there is one thing that has become perfectly clear. The American automobile is still one of the world's great values. Now, quite naturally, your Southern California Ford dealer is convinced his cars are the best buys in the market. And you know, I've got to agree. For example, I've never seen so many Ford Pintos in one place as I have right here at home. Pinto was born